You can take a leisurely ride on a gondola or speed things up by taking a vaporetto. Millions of tourists flock to Venice each year to see centuries-old palaces, the canals, and the 400 or more bridges, such as the famous Rialto. Napoleon is said to have called the Piazza San Marco the drawing room of Europe. Italian architect Silvia Rafaella sees unique challenges here for her profession.
Look at this, it's wonderful. From aesthetical point of view, of course, we live inside the beauty, the history. So architecture in Venice has a different meaning from the rest of the world. Because, of course, mainly we have to preserve, we have to transform.
The entire city is a masterpiece of art and architecture on 118 islands. In 1987, it was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site. For centuries, Venice has retained its originality, inspiring countless artists and architects the world over.
Cities earn the World Heritage title when they're extraordinary in some way, when they have great significance. Venice, with its many islands and lagoons, is so exceptional, the World Heritage list would simply be incomplete without it.
But Venice is facing enormous challenges. Floods are occurring more and more often, while every year the sandy ground underneath the buildings gives way just a bit more. In a bid to save Venice, the city launched the MOSA project in 2003. Set for completion in 2018, it foresees moving barriers that can seal off the lagoon when the sea level rises by 1.10 meters. The daunting feat of engineering has UNESCO support.
We will know how high the water will be, and we will close the doors in order to keep the water from the sea outside the lagoon.
Another problem is mass tourism. More than 20 million people visit the city every year. But many Venetians are moving away, endangering Venice's originality and very identity. The city is at risk of becoming one big museum.
The World Heritage Committee can't tell Venice what to do, but it has great symbolic influence. It can pressure the city to take action, for instance, to draft management plans to regulate the numbers of tourists allowed in and the number of ships that can dock. And if the city doesn't do it, the World Heritage Committee can put Venice on its red list of endangered World Heritage sites. That's a big symbolic step.
To make sure that doesn't happen, the city drafted a special tourism concept for every district. It involves steering the visitors away from the historic city center to outlying areas of artistic and cultural interest. The authorities work together with the private sector to develop the management plan.
The tourism experts are involved, the administration, the business sector, and the owners of various buildings. They're all working together to find solutions for the city. First and foremost, it has to be kept livable for its residents, in spite of the World Heritage title, and in spite of all the tourists who come to Venice.
The World Heritage status requires Venice to take good care of itself. Everyone, both resident and visitor, has an interest in preserving the city's beauty and character so it can cast its spell on generations to come.